welcome back to my channel. I'm Jacqueline. If you guys are new here, I make all sorts of new videos every week. I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. And today I'm going to talk about nails. So I love to get my nails done. I really do. I used to always go to this one specific place in Philadelphia with my best friend, and we'd get gel manicures and stuff together. But after moving out to Washington, you know, I don't really have anyone to go with, and it is a really expensive thing to do, especially if you go to a good place who does really good gel manicures that last, like, we used to go to the place and ours would last at least 3 weeks. We'd have to take them off because our nails would be so grown out that, like, it looked bad. And that's, like, a really good gel manicure. But they are expensive. So, the past couple years, I've kind of not gotten any manicures, and I've been really loving glue-on nails, fake nails. I think that they are really good. The nail does kind of ruin, or the glue does kind of ruin your nails, but for the price and for how long, hi Tahoe, do you want glue-on nails too? I think Tahoe's gonna be in this video with us for a little bit. But for the price and for how long they last, I think it's a really good deal. So I'm gonna show you kind of how I apply my fake nails. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to stick around and see more of our adventures and more beauty and stuff like that. I would really appreciate the support. And yeah, so first of all, I'm going to show you the type of nails that I like. So I haven't tried many different brands, but I love the Kiss brands of nails. Both the gel fantasy ones, and these are the salon acrylic ones. I like the glue-on ones. I know they have ones that are called like Impress or something like that, like IM Press. But they're like stick-ons, and I'm not sure how long those ones last. If I put enough glue on these ones, they can last me a whole week, if not more, depending on if I like take care of them and, you know, put enough glue on and stuff like that, and like prep my nails correctly. So yeah, I really love these ones. I think medium is their longest length, and they are kind of long, but I find that if I get like nails like this, I can file them down a little bit. But I usually, if I can find a style that I like, I usually get the RS, the real short ones, or the just regular short ones. I think they're really good length. I think they look really nice. The mediums are just like a little bit too long for me, so sometimes it depends on like what I'm using them for, but yeah, so these are the kinds that I like to use. So in this little box, I'm going to use these ones this weekend. I was going to use these ones. My birthday's this weekend. That's the reason I want to do my nails. But these ones just seem a little loud for me right now. I think I'm going to save these for like a bachelorette party or next time we go to Vegas or something. I just saw these and they were on sale and they looked really pretty, so I bought them, but I don't know what I'm going to use them for yet. Typical. So I'm going to use these ones. They're just kind of like, hopefully you can see them. They're kind of like an ombre French manicure sort of style. And I really like these ones that are kind of like, they look a little bit more natural. They do make ones that are like traditional French manicures where it's like really, really white on the tip. But I like these ones. I think they look not quite as fake. So in this little box, you get 28 nails. So there's like, I know the light's kind of washing them off, but there's like the first set. So these are kind of like to show you what they look like. You get a little bottle of glue, and that glue is really, really good. And then underneath here, you get the rest of the nails are all in here. And then you get a little file and a little orange stick. So the other things I like to have with me when I'm doing my nails is obviously I like to get my own files, so I just bought a new pack of like cheap disposable ones. I like to have my own files to file my nails down and prep them right. I like some cuticle oil. This is the Sally Hansen Vitamin E Nail and Cuticle Oil. This is a really good one. It's fairly inexpensive, so I like that. I have cuticle cutters. If you're not very experienced with doing this kind of stuff, I would probably not cut your cuticles, but like I do this fairly often and know how far down to go and stuff, so I do like to cut my cuticles a little bit. acetone. You definitely want some sort of nail polish remover that does not leave a residue. I know acetone isn't that great for your nails, but you really want your nails to be as dry as possible before you put the glue on. You want no oil when you put the glue down. Tahoe, can you stop? Sorry, there's probably a squirrel or something outside, but yeah, so I like to use 100% acetone when I'm doing this. If I'm just taking off normal polish, I'll use a less harsh sort of nail polish remover, but definitely for doing glue-ons, I want my acetone. And that's pretty much all you need. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to file, this is what my nails look like right now, by the way. They're not super great. I have some hangnails. My hands are kind of dry. I had glue-on nails on a few weeks ago. My nails are still pretty, like, breakable right now. They're still, like, growing out a little bit. But normally I wouldn't do them this close together, but my birthday is this weekend, so I figured, yeah, I wanted to put on fake nails again. So I'm going to kind of angle you guys down so you guys can see my nails. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to file them down. So let me adjust the camera and we'll get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is file my nails down. I'm going to kind of follow the shape of these, oops, I just made a mess, these nails here. So they're kind of like, hopefully you guys can see them. Let me adjust the lights. So they're kind of round and pointed, like you can see that they're a little bit rounded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of file my own nails kind of in a little bit. Like my nails, if you can kind of see that, they kind of grow kind of wide. So I want to file them in a little bit. But I'm just going to kind of shape them and file them down a little bit. I don't want them too short because I want to have enough room for the glue and stuff. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so that is what they look like now. They're not the prettiest, but they're gonna get covered up anyway. So that's how I'm gonna get them. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some of my cuticle oil. Like I said, this is the Sally Hansen Vitamin E Cuticle Oil. I really like this one. I'm gonna add some to my cuticles, let it sit for a second, and then use the little orange stick that comes in here to push back my cuticles, and then use my little cuticle cutter to cut off any like hangnails or anything that needs to be cut off. So there are those done now. So I'm gonna go wash my hands really thoroughly, get as much of the oil off as I can, clean up my desk area a little bit because I made a little mess, and then I will be right back and I'll show you the next step. Alright, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all of the nails. I'm just gonna dump them out. Real class-like. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of match them up to my nail to see the best fit. So you don't want anything that hangs over too much. You don't want anything that's too small, obviously. So I just kind of, you know, try a few on, see what works. So like that one looks pretty good for my thumb. Hope you guys can see that. See, it doesn't hang over at all. That one fits pretty good. And I'm just going to start lining them up in the right order. And I usually line them up this way because they do, hopefully, you probably won't be able to see it, but we'll find out. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but right in the tip of the nail, there's little numbers, and that's how you can tell which nail you have. Usually for me, the thumb is the hardest to find. So that is my left hand done. I'm gonna do my right hand next. And so normally I will start by like picking up the exact same nails I had on my left hand for my right hand. But sometimes they're not always the same. So sometimes I have to like switch them up a little bit, but it's always a good place to start the same place you start on your other nail. So looks good. This is the hardest part, I think. It's like finding all the numbers. They're just so small. Here's a 10. Okay, so I kind of have them laid out. I'm just going to double check them, make sure these are actually the ones I really want. Just give them one quick once over just to make sure I have the fit right. Okay. Because if they kind of hang over the side or like don't fit right, they're not going to last as long. So I really try to take my time and really get the fit right. I mean, they're never going to be perfect because they are fake. They're not like made for your nails, but try to get them as close as possible. Like this one looks too small to me on this nail, so I'm going to try I'm gonna put all the other nails, oh, that's probably why there was one still in there. Okay. I'm gonna put all the other nails kind of back in their box, so that way I don't get them confused. Okay, so now I have them for sure in the order I want. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my acetone, and I don't have any paper rounds, so I'm just gonna use a paper towel. It's fine, same thing. And I'm just going to clean my nails off, make sure I don't have any residue or anything. Obviously I didn't have any nail polish on, so I don't need a ton, but I just want them, like I said, to be as dry as possible. So I'm just going to give them a good once over Make sure they're really clean and really dry. Okay, so now my nails are completely clean, no oils, nothing on them. You can start gluing them down. Okay, so you just kind of twist this bottle open. Oh, they changed it. Awesome. Oh, that's so much easier. Okay, so this is the little glue it comes with. So I like to start with my pinky nail on my left hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dollop right in the nail, a little on my finger, and then very carefully. You don't need to work super quickly, but once the nail is on, you do have to it's on. So I'm just gonna kind of hold it down, let the glue dry. And then I kind of, if I have like a ton of excess around the bottom of my nail, kind of just wipe it off a little bit. Just hold it on there for a little bit, let me make sure it's all nice and glued down. So that's what the first nail looks like. So I'm just going to keep doing that on all these nails. So again, I just do a little dollop on the nail, a little dollop on my finger. Obviously, if the nail's bigger, you're going to need a little bit more glue, but for me, one little dollop on each nail. It does kind of move around, so be careful you don't like tip. Place the nail down and just hold it down for a few seconds. It doesn't take very long to dry, so you don't need a lot of time once they're down. But like I said, you do have some time to work when you're like putting a little dollop down. So there you go. Those are those two. So I'm gonna fast forward through the next three and then I'll show you what I do from there, because I am gonna file them down. Okay, so there's all 5 on. Hope you can see them all. This is very awkward. So I'm going to take my file again and I'm just going to kind of see. Hopefully you guys can see. Come on. You can kind of see they have like little nubs on the end almost. So I'm just going to kind of very gently file that down. And like I said, they are a little long. They're not super long though, you kind of see the underneath there. But I'm just going to kind of file them down just a little bit. Just following the shape that they naturally have. I don't want to mess with them too much. I think they look a lot longer than they are too because of how far down the way it starts. Like my natural nail is definitely down that far. But yeah. Alright, so there is the finished look on one hand. I think they look really nice and really pretty. I do have some glue you might be able to see like underneath the nails and stuck to my fingers a little bit. You can take some acetone and really gently take it off, or sometimes I'll just take like a nail file, honestly, and just kind of file away at the glue and it comes off. But it will all come off in like a day or two. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, but that's what they look like. So I'm going to do the other hand and I'll be right back. So they are all done. Like I said, I do have some glue on the bottom of my fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the acetone again. Just lightly kind of go over my fingers. Just to get some of it off. Like I said, it does come off in a few days. But I find if I leave it on my thumbs, I can't get into my phone. So that's not helpful. So just get some of that off at least. I always find my second hand is a lot harder to do than my first hand too, just because obviously I'm right-handed. So I don't know why I start with my left hand, putting them on my left hand. I should probably start putting them on my right hand, but you know, haven't learned my lesson yet. All right, so there they are all done. I think they look amazing. So yeah. All right, so my nails are done. I think they look great, really happy with them. Like I said, these are super easy to put on. I think they always look good. I've actually gotten compliments before like, oh, where'd you get your nails done? Like, your nails look so good. And I'm like, they're fake. So, yeah, I really enjoy them. I think they look really beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and support. But I think that's all for this video, so I will see you in my next adventure. Bye!